Welcome to Memme's Kitchen. This is a little channel that my grandson Lane thought about, and he thought we'd like to cook together, so maybe we can make a few recipes that you might want to try on your own at home. I hope you enjoy. Hi, good morning. Welcome to Memme's Kitchen. If you're anything like my grandson Lane, you love mac and cheese, but have you thought, not just mac and cheese, let's dress it up a little bit today. We're gonna make it fun. So I'm cooking the mac and cheese noodles right now, but we're going to be adding some peas. We're gonna make a topping simply out of, we'll be adding peas today to dress it up a little bit. We're gonna add a topping that's from croutons, crush those in a little bit. This morning I cooked some pancetta that I had in the refrigerator, and that'll give it a little bacony taste, a little bit of an Italian feel to our mac and cheese today. And I'm going to add, even though I have a white cheddar, I'm gonna add some Colby, little chunks that'll kind of give a gooey meltiness in it. You'll love that. So one of my secret ingredients is a spice from Penzeys spice company called Sunny Paris, and it's a mixture of shallots and onions, and it just gives it a nice little bite. So hope you'll join us. Okay, our little macaroni shells from Annie's are all cooked. A little al dente because I'm going to bake it afterwards, so I don't want to cook it as much as I would if I were going to eat it right away. But follow me over. We're going to go ahead and strain it so I can get all that boiling water out and have it ready for our bowl. Our shells are all strained in the bowl, ready to go. I'm going to add some butter. This is not cold, it's warm from the counter, so it melts very easily. I want to get that mixed in right away while the noodles are hot. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my milk. Get that stirring up. Add the Annie's seasoning that they have, and you could just serve it this way. This is how the recipe goes on the box, but you know, we're dressing it up today. So I'm gonna get that mixed in. Gotta get all those little pieces mixed together and ready to go. We're gonna bake this today because once we get the coating on, this is gonna, and all the ingredients, we're gonna have fun adding a little bit of bake to it, and it'll give it that real homemade feel that you're looking for. Okay, now we've got that mixed in, and I'm gonna add the pancetta, stir that a little bit. I'm gonna add the peas. I just rinsed these peas frozen from the freezer, and they'll bake in the oven too, so they'll warm up. I'm going to add my little chunks of Colby cheese that I put together, and of course I love that Sunny Paris, so I'm gonna do my sprinkle of Sunny Paris in there, and that's gonna give it a little bit of an oniony flavor I love. And then if you'd like, you can get this You Mac Me Smile from McCormick at the supermarket, and what I like about this is it's got some Parmesan in it, so I'm gonna put just a little bit in there, and then I'm gonna put more in the topping. So this is all set to go, and I'm going to put it in a little baking dish because I want to have as much of the surface as I can get for my topping, because my topping is going to be nice and crunchy and flavorful, and I'm going to add that in. So doesn't that look good? Those little chunks are going to melt, and they're going to be heavenly when we eat that. And you could just do breadcrumbs and add a little butter, but I had some seasoned croutons, and I put them in a little bag, and I just take my meat pounder and I can just crush them that way. I could crush them with my fingers, but this will be a little bit faster. Crush them with my little meat tenderizer. And I like them a little bit still, have some feeling of the croutons to them. So I'm gonna just do that, not get them down to a real fine powder. That's why I don't use the breadcrumbs lots of times. And I'm going to just add those to the top of my mac and cheese. Doesn't that look good? We're gonna have that for dinner tonight. This is gonna be so yummy. Here we go. Make sure I get all those goodness in there. Okay, and then my hands didn't even get dirty. And now my You Mac Me Smile goes on top, and that little Parmesan goodness is gonna get added in. There we go. See that going. And just for a little bit more flavor, my Sunny Paris gets another dose on top, so I can get that with my crunchy topping as well. And that's all you need for a fancy mac and cheese. Happy eating. All right, here we go. Goes into the oven. Since it's cooked pretty much, it's only gonna take about 15 minutes to get it really warmed up, get that cheese gooey, get that crunchy topping on, and then we'll have something fun to eat for dinner.